figured out how to add auto gratuity. It was okay. But it was there a few months, and literally the person threw Purell on the ground as they went to the bathroom. When they came out of the bathroom, she looked both ways, didn't even pretend to slip. She laid down slowly in it on the ground and started screaming. The manager, because I guess this happens a lot.
Was she a gypsy? Gypsies do
that.
I like that.
Especially at an Applebee's. The manager checked the security footage, saw all of it, and she was like, I want my meal comped. I want to eat here for free for the rest of my life. All these demands. And she goes, all right, I just watched the security tape. You're full of shit.
So
we're going to call the
lucky.
police. And then she goes,
all
right, well then like at least a free dessert.
Right.
So that was her bargaining chip. And the woman's like, I'm calling the police. And she's like, here's the money and extra for tip. And I'm so sorry.
Well, there's
let's
something
do the
fun,
exact
and I've
same
always
thing, buddy.
respected people that commit to something.
Yeah.
And the idea of going out to Applebee's and eating the food, knowing that you're going to have to do that.
A 2 for $20 meal. That's 2 appetizers, 2 entrees for
She ate the whole thing?
$20. No, she was with another person.
Okay.
So
There's
$10.
something-
She's on the line for $10.
But it's so funny to just turn around to that other person when they start to get out their wallet and you go, no.
I got
this.
this.
It's on me.
I
Watch
got
this.
this.
It's on Purell.
No,
Yeah.
there is something distinctly American about trying to get out of especially a restaurant bill.
Yeah. Yeah.
We dine and dashed when we were little kids. We would
Yeah.
run out of Boulder Creek Steakhouse in Hicksville and just
Creek.
run out.
Yeah.
Once at Fridays, I've probably told this story before, the waitress was very vicious and rude. She was a very rude person.
Sure, because she worked at Fridays, so
That's true. But
life was a hellscape.
yeah, perhaps that she created.
yeah.
And we were sitting there, me and a bunch of my friends, and she was very rude. So I told them all to leave, and then I just went back in because Fridays it's hectic. I just went in and grabbed all the money out of the thing, and I got back in the car.
What
and
thing?
we went hide the sleeve.
Oh, yeah.
I got in the car and I just turned to my friend's brother. I went, go, and I started handing everyone back their money. I'm like, here's your 20, here's your 20, here's your 20, and we were all just laughing. It was a great night.
Sure.
I think they make them pay for it.
Oh yeah, they definitely
I think
do.
that woman had to pay the money.
It
100%.
takes out of, it
That's
goes
right.
out of their thing for sure.
We used to do that at the Blauvelt Diner, and
Where's that?
In Rockland County, in
right.
Blauvelt, and we had similar 3 a.m. We weren't drinking yet; we were younger. But this waitress, being, she didn't want. We were ordering bullshit,
Right.
So she was so mean that we ended up paying her, but leaving the cash in the milkshake on the
Yeah.
table and dipping it to the point where we left it like a few bucks short too, so it wasn't even like exact. But we changed at the bottom of the milkshake, the whole thing, walked out, and she's like slamming on the window as we were running away.
Here's the thing.
Justifiably.
They had to do that. Now I tip so well. I
Yeah.
overdo it. I tip crazily. I'm good. But when you're a teenager, there is a time in your life when it is completely appropriate really to do things like
to
that.
destroy someone's day.
It's really appropriate when you are a teenager to do things like that occasionally.
Yeah.
Because when you get older, you cannot do that.
Petty crime is real fun.
But
as a child.
flipping out a little bit and doing something crazy, like trying to get out of a restaurant without paying, as a teenager, I think is okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's okay.
We were constantly doing with money and stuff. It wasn't like that, but we would constantly damage shit,
Yeah, we committed a lot of crime.
pulling fences out of the ground.
Oh, dude, it was the best.
We pulled down basketball
throwing
hoops,
eggs,
Yeah.
egging
toilet
cars,
paper,
paintball houses.
We would throw eggs. There was people that worked at Bally's Total Fitness.
Sure.
There was a big window, and they'd be like running on treadmills, and we would like throw eggs at them, and many of them didn't even do anything. They were just running on the treadmill, like on the elliptical, like, who cares?
There was a French guy that lived across the street from my friend Timmy, and he was just kind of rude to us once. And we took 2 baseball bats. We were 10 years old, across to his yard
that
and
move?
hit his tree into splinters. Just for no reason. We were like, fuck you for looking at us weird. And then we threw snowballs in his open door one day. He accidentally left the front door to his house open. We piped snowballs
But
inside.
these are the things you got. My friend, this woman Jill, who lived next to us. Me and my friend would smoke pot in my backyard when my parents, my mother wasn't home. They had been divorced, and Jill would say things to us, and we used to grab butcher knives. Me and my friend, my chubby other little friend, and we were like 12 years old, and we were like, "We'll fucking kill you, you dumb bitch! We'll cut your fucking head off, you bitch!" And she called the police, and I got a person in need of supervision, a PINS petition.
No shit.
I talk about it in my book, yeah. But what's interesting about it is that, You know, it was fun. It was fun to do, you know?
My street had just a bunch
Here we
of
go.
like, people. I mean, like you talked about Rescue 911, but I thought earlier you were talking about Nanny 911. You remember that show where people would? It was the same kind of concept where like it was like a terrible home, and they needed to have a nanny come in to fix the situation because the parents couldn't get control of the kids.
Oh, okay. I think I might now.
They shot an episode
It
of
was
that.
like Cesar Milan for kids.
Yeah, essentially.
Right.
Yeah, they go like that. They shot an episode of that on my block, and because the kids were like, it was like across the street from my best friend. They were insane. They were throwing like hammers at people and cars going by.
Get up, Nanny 911 here.
Yeah, dude, it is.
Because it's just the kids were so out of control that they
The one
needed
on
to-
Long Island. It was like one of the most. I don't know if it's the Valenti one, but it's like literally the most. It's one of the most.
Long Island's always a legendary episode
back.
because people can't imagine the animals that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Well, and
Yeah.
the parents are stunned that their kids are acting up while they're fist fighting drunk in the kitchen.
That's why I love that
It's-
show Wife Swap, where like they'll switch it.
Oh
And
yeah, they switched the
They
families.
switch the families, and like there'll be a little fat kid who's like, "I'm not